Hello, my name is Tommy. Welcome to my rant or review or whatever you want to call it of the D&D Direct. Now, I meant to post this or make this video right after the D&D Direct came out, but unfortunately, I have something called college finals, and then afterwards I got kind of sick. And now I'm kind of not sick, kind of still am in pain. But frick it. Let's do it anyways. So really want to talk about this really bad. I've been holding off for weeks. I'm not sure how time works anymore. We got Spelljammer, which is incredible. You know, which is huge. It is huge. Adventures through wild space in the astral sea. However, unfortunately, my gripe about this is that it comes in three separate books that are each 64 pages long. Now, it is an interesting approach. Like they have separate adventures, separate monsters and stuff, and then separate adventures guide. Uh, but but there's just something that feels kind of wrong about it. I don't know where to put mind to it, but it comes with a map. And it's gonna be around $70, which usually 64 page books combined is 192 pages, and that's around some of I'm not sure which books, something like Tasha's Cauldron of Everything or like Xanathar's Guide to Everything book all combined, but it it does include this is three separate things, like an adventure, a monsters, and then kind of like adventure options. But I I really don't know how I feel about this. There's just something that doesn't feel right. It feels like it's gonna be kind of like, oh yeah, each of them has 64. They're 64 page long. Adventure will be fine, I'm pretty sure. But the adventure guide and the monsters, because it's kind of like a combination of monsters and adventure and a source book, which is hey, that's cool and all, but usually in the past, at least I've seen that they've kind of divided it into different stuff, like Folo's Guide and the Monster Manual. They come out with a player's handbook, which has character options. They have a monster manual, which has a bunch of monsters, and they have kind of like a dungeon master's guide or a setting guide, like an adventure of some kind. But they're all kind of combining it into this one thing, but making it three separate books, which each have 64 pages. Which it sounds like a good idea, but when thinking about it, each of them is gonna have their own table of contents and those pages you usually have at the beginning that are just art and stuff. I believe most of the books just have a page in the beginning. I'm not sure if those count at all, but it feels like it's gonna be less content than it actually is. You know what I'm saying? Anybody won't know till it actually finally comes out August 16th. Definitely gonna get it, but it's gonna be I don't know. I just have a bad feeling about it. I hope it's good. But again, it's kind of I just have some sinking feeling it's not gonna be all that it should be. But nonetheless, I'm still excited for it, and we'll just have to wait and find out. Now, they also teased out some miniatures for Spelljammer. Some of the races. I have no idea what that is. No idea what that is. Flapjack, probably something in an adventure, I'm assuming. It's adorable, though. A flump. Space swine? Giant space hamster, which I am definitely gonna get this. They look more detailed. I'm not sure if that's just because of the trailer and they want to look good. I'm hoping that they're actually like fully detailed when I get my hands on them. Because and then voice scavenger, I have no idea what it is, but that red eye is just freaky, and I'm loving it. I have no idea what. I feel like those are gonna be an adventure of some kind. The Astral Dreadnought figure, which is gonna be their big boy one that's coming out. I'm definitely getting that one. I normally don't get like the super huge miniatures, but come on, it's an Astral Dreadnought. Like that's sick. And they also got these ship scale figures, which there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. Which I'm really hoping that there's not 8 ships. There probably is gonna be 8 ships if you just like think about this, but I'm really hoping that there's more than 8 ships. Like at least 12 or 16, please. Like 16 because like one for each of like I don't know like the outer planes or something. um but I'm really hoping, really hoping that there's more than just a few ships. I have heard that Spelljammer ships usually each one came with like each kind of race had their own Spelljammer type ship, which I don't know if that's true or not. Haven't looked too much into it, but considering that like they could put like a ton in here, like for each of the many races, and I feel like that would be epic. Like if they have like a bunch of different ship types, it's probably not gonna be a whole bunch, but I'm really hoping more than 8. I'm really hoping. But we're gonna have to find out when it comes out. Then we got Dragonlance, which is huge book setting. Huge. Adventures in the World of Kryn. Huge trailer. See, that looks epic. And apparently they're coming out later this year. Probably either November or December, I'm guessing. Dragonlance Shadow of the Dragon Queen, which is going to be an adventure book, which I'm excited for. I'm not sure what's going to be about because I haven't read any of the Dragonlance books. Probably should put it on my reading material. And we got Warriors of Kryn, which I'm super excited for. Super excited for. I'm feeling it's gonna be like a huge kind of like a war game kind of thing, and I am super hyped that I love like little war games. Like I'm not like too good on them, but I've played like Shadespire. I love Shadespire. Uh, I only have a few warbands, unfortunately, because I spend all my money on these. But yeah, I'm excited for Warriors of Kryn. I think that's after my slight disappointment in Spelljammer or my like kind of thing. Like I'm very looking forward to Dragonlance over it. Which yeah, that's just me personally. But it may like depending on like the rules and stuff in here and then how it works, like that's gonna be my go to for wars if I'm ever gonna do it in like a D&D campaign. We got some stuff of Journey of the through the Radiant Citadel. I'm honestly not sure if it's out yet. If I'm gonna be perfectly it's arriving June 21st, so it's not out yet. But I'm excited because apparently that there's some other mythology stuff in it of like other other kind of countries. So not like the normal Greek, Roman, North mythology. There's gonna be I'm pretty sure some South American and some African mythology stuff, if I remember correctly. I have no idea, to be honest, but different mythology stuff, I am super excited for. I love mythology and seeing like different stories. Like, look at this. Like, this is beautiful. Like, Wages of Vice. That sounds like a cool, like, little adventure. This just looks creepy. I have even no idea, but it just looks creepy, and I'm loving it. And then there's that thing, which is going to be absolutely terrifying when I run it. There's those things, which I'm pretty sure are magic items, if I remember correctly. I don't know, I have it muted because I don't want a copyright strike or something like that. Copyright claim, I don't know how those work. Day of the Dead looking stuff. Like there's gonna be a bunch of mythology that I have never experienced before that I'm excited to learn about. Now, hate it. Absolutely hate this. There's one big reason. Like, I know, like, it's not stickers, it's something called a cling, which I have no idea what that is. Like, I'm not smart. I don't know what a cling is. It scares me. Okay? But thinking about, like, people are like, oh, hey, this is cool, maybe. Like, they got tokens to put on. Let me tell you, like, you can buy, like, this is like $60, I'm pretty sure, or something like this. It could be less. I don't know, is there... No, let's see. Real quick. Yeah, $64. Wait. Huh? Here it is. $64. Which people be like, oh, hey, that's not bad. But believe me, it's kind of bad because I can buy, like, what is it called? Like harder paper. Like, I forget what it's called exactly. But cardstock paper of some kind. Like, for super cheap, and print like whatever tokens I want at the time. Just go to like the D&D website or D&D Beyond and grab some of the artwork, and then run it through token tool, and then paste it onto the Google Doc, and then print it out. And then I have like some kind of hole puncher kind of looking thing that and I have each one of different sizes, and I just cut them out based on whatever size I made them out to be, and so I can have like any amount of sizes and anything I want for super cheap. I'm not sure if the clings or stickers or whatever they are gonna like last long, because I mean, it doesn't sound like they would last long if they were stickers. They eventually run out, but it's called clings, and I have no idea what that means. So I guess we have to see until they come out. But I really don't think it's gonna work well, because again, like I've printed out like on card stock paper, cut them out like super easily with something they got like at Hobby Lobby. It just cuts a circle out of paper, and then I've just grabbed bottle caps, and like actual bottle caps, and just put them on there like with tape or hot glue. Like it's not that hard. So I really I'm not like too sure about how popular these are gonna be. I feel like this is gonna be a miss, definitely for me, but for other people might be like, oh, hey, this is pretty cool considering these cost a lot of money. And then another thing that I don't like is this D&D Onslaught, which I was excited for at first until this trailer. No gameplay reveal, just kind of like showing in renders for illustration purpose. No gameplay, nothing like too big on the rules or anything, just renders of them. And then we got like the Harpers and like the Centaurum, right? And it's like, oh hey, like at first I thought, oh hey, maybe this will be Shadespire stuff kind of thing, or maybe not. I have no idea if I'm gonna be honest, but you know, just thinking about the name D&D Onslaught, like I feel like, because like I've seen like some people online talk about if they were to make like a board game, like they should call it like D&D War Bands or something. Like they literally release a bunch of war band figures, like the those fish people, the Sog in or something, and you got the Orc Warband, the Kobold Warband, the Goblin Warband they release. Like that would have been the perfect time to release some kind of like game like this, or like I feel like it's gonna be something kind of like Shadespire, which I'm excited for, but it's also kind of iffy. Like I don't really know like how it's gonna work exactly, so I'm a little bit afraid. But they kind of missed like a huge chance. Like they could have called it war bands and then have like the whole goblin orc orc war bands, the kobolds, etc. And they could have had like dwarves, elves, etc. And then these factions, like the Lord's Alliance, the Harpers, the Zentarum, even the Ravnica guilds, perhaps. But we'll have to wait and see. But I'm honestly not too sure about how I feel about this. And we got Baldur's Gate 3, which is coming out fully next year, out of its kind of beta thing. At least that's what I think it is. Some kind of beta or early access. I'm pretty sure the full release is gonna be, for 2023. So yeah, they've been updating the game regularly. I am definitely impressed about the changes to marshals they made. Like anybody who's into like oh hey, the marshals just doesn't feel like it has too many options, go check out like Baldur's Gate 3, the changes they made like with martial weapons and stuff like that. I feel like that's something I personally need to put into my own homebrew, and I don't usually put things or homebrew things in. Like I feel like that's really interesting. Like these martial rules, um, definitely something I think that they should put in the future of D&D when they come out. I believe in 2024 with the new stuff, the 5.5, the 6th edition stuff. Yeah. We have a Neverwinter expansion dealing with dragons. Have only played Neverwinter once. I kind of liked it, kind of didn't. So if you're into that, go check it out. And we have a new show with a wonderful cast of people and some guest stars. Haven't watched it yet. A few episodes are apparently out already. But yeah, I feel like that would be interesting. Me personally watching it just because of some of the guest stars and people in it, and also part of me wanting to see like the rules of, like, I'm assuming that they're putting the rules into place and it's not like the UA stuff. At least I'm hoping it is, and trying to like think about like trying to get key clues about what kind of rules are gonna be in Space Adventures, or jeez, thinking of something else. Spelljammer. Okay, and finally, we got Spelljammer Creatures, which is a monstrous compendium, which they apparently used to have a bunch of these in the past. And I'm like, oh hey, that's kind of cool. Like they come out with this like every month, like 10 or so creatures like every month. And then if you have like a game like every week, you could like throw in some creatures every week, and at the end of the month, oh hey, look, a bunch of new creatures I can use, and just repeat the process. I feel like that would be really cool. Like I'm not sure like how much the monstrous compendiums like actually cost in the past, but they're only like a few dollars. Like I feel like that would be really worth it over time. Or maybe a subscription service. Oh geez, don't. Oh, don't. I shouldn't give people ideas. No subscription services. Oh geez, can you imagine that? Just subscription services of D&D monsters every once in a while. Sounds interesting, but also kind of like, oh geez. So yeah, that's all I have to talk about. We'll definitely be posting quite a few more videos now that school's kind of out. Um, yeah, yeah. Thank you for watching, and like, subscribe, do whatever, and catch y'all later. Ciao.